While still on the plane listening to music, she suddenly heard a strange voice crying out for help. Instinctively, she asked her boyfriend sitting next to her if he heard it too, but he looked confused and said he hadn't heard anything. She began to think she might have imagined it. She put her headphones back on, but within seconds, the voice came again. This made her uncomfortable and irritated. She said it felt like someone was trying to talk to her, but she couldn't hear clearly. She placed the headphones on her boyfriend's ears, yet he still heard nothing. When she wore them again, a piercing scream suddenly blasted through, forcing her to rip them off immediately. She accused her boyfriend of turning up the volume, but then she noticed a small stain of blood on the headphones. Terrified, she stopped listening and placed them inside the seat pocket in front of her. After calming herself and taking deep breaths, something even stranger happened. As if controlled by something unseen, she slowly stood up and walked stiffly toward the airplane restroom. When she stood in front of the mirror, she suddenly regained awareness. After returning to her seat, she wanted to tell her boyfriend about the strange experience, but she became dazed again. She instinctively reached toward the overhead luggage compartment, but suddenly something touched her. She collapsed to the floor. In that moment, she found herself in another mysterious space filled with unclaimed suitcases. There was a woman there with completely wide eyes, holding a baby in her arms. The woman did not harm her. Instead, she whispered a single sentence before sending her back to the plane. Once back, she frantically told everyone what she had seen, but no one believed her. The series of strange events began to make some passengers anxious, and arguments broke out among them. While they were still discussing what was happening, a man noticed a hand gripping the restroom door. Moments later, the eerie woman appeared before everyone. The cabin fell silent in fear. She raised her hand, pointed at a man named Desyuong, and let out a heart-wrenching scream. In panic, he pulled out a gun, but before he could fire, the woman vanished like smoke. A terrified flight attendant rushed to the cockpit and urged the captain to make an emergency landing. However, the captain explained they were flying over the Pacific Ocean and had nowhere to land. At that moment, the co-pilot began acting strangely, as if possessed. He suddenly became violent and grabbed the captain by the throat, causing the plane to lose control. The aircraft tilted dangerously as passengers screamed in chaos.